Namaste to all of you. Welcome to the part 2. Please, sir, you're welcome. Everyone needs money. Come. Okay, let's talk about, you know, in India, it is said that if you are a yoga teacher, you don't need to be paid. In India, if you ever go to the classical schools of yoga, people expect yoga is what? Why should I pay money for a yoga teacher? So when in India, if you really say, I want to charge, they say, it's God's gift. Why you need to charge for that? So people actually in India expect that being a yoga teacher, you don't need to be paid. So when if I tell my family that from a graphic designing job, I want to switch over to yoga, the first question is my mother-in-law says, I married my daughter seeing that you were a graphic designer, and after 2 years you're thinking of shifting to yoga. This is not fair. So in India, yes, this in India, it is not a favorable job to be taken. Now it is one of the 10, one of the best professions to be taken. Earlier, people used to really question me, are you earning good? Do you need some money? Do let us know. This was the scenario. But now when they started knowing that I am traveling to Dubai, yeah, Thailand, Indonesia, Bali, now they feel like, oh, this teacher is earning good because they know that now I'm traveling. So anyhow, let's come back to our successful yoga career. Let's see what up till what we have done. Okay, so we went through that. I talked about the yoga. So I talked about the aim of and went into teacher, whether you want to become a teacher really, or you want to get into your business of yoga, right? So we went into this entrepreneur. We covered that already. I went with the Yoga Alliance. I talked about the Yoga Alliance. Whether you want to register or not register is your choice, not compulsory. I have registered because when I go to Bali and stuff, they use my ID for their certifications, right? So I went through this foundation track. Yeah. See, there are many yoga teachers who don't know even Yoga Alliance, but they still earn good money. So there's not a hard and fast rule that you have to pay, but you have a credential. Okay. So we went through all these, take 200, ERYT 200, 300, ERYT 300, 500, ERYT 500. We went through all these things. Yeah. That's ERYT. Then YACP, as I told you, you can then give certificate to your students for short courses, short hours. That goes. Then I talked about opening your school. You can do that by connecting to Yoga Alliance. Send them a letter that I want to start a school in this location. This is my syllabus. They will give you points about what topics to be covered. They will say, okay, Asan Clinic, philosophy, these topics you cover. You have to give them your syllabus, basically a manual that what are you conducting. Once they approve it, then your schools get registered. So in case you want to take that headache, yes, please. Uh, During COVID, they had started online, but now I think the news is they will gradually stop that online process. This is what I'm hearing about Yoga Alliance. They are not allowing that, I believe, because they will only give permission to those schools who were already offline, but due to COVID, they went online. But now, gradually, they are going to stop because no one prefers online, although it's a very good business. It's a very good business. There are many schools those who switched over, there's one of my schools I was working with, offline, they switched to online, they are earning so good in online that they don't want to switch offline now. Yeah, because what they have done, see, it's a business. This person who is the owner of a particular school, they are not least bothered about the students getting a very lively experience. They are only interested that they will hire a yoga teacher. They will say, you are doing the Asan Clinic. They will record with a nice Canon 80D camera and 2-3 angles. They will upload it and job done. Now that same video is sold to all the yoga students who want to do online 200, 300, and he is minting money. And only the teacher will be said that once in a week, you will connect to the teachers online, and if the students have any questions, they can ask. And they are minting money. They are minting money. They have done nothing. And then they take an agreement from the teachers that this video is our company's copyright. Tomorrow you cannot claim anything. I'm just paying you money for those videos. A proper legal form is there. So it's a big business. It's a big business. So online is also one of those big business. Anyhow, so opening school is definitely a big headache. But if you really want to get into this, then I told you these are the costs, $640, and we went through all this stuff. Okay, renewal charges, location listing. This is what you can think of. What else? Now, if you are in a job right now, And if you are very happy with your job that you are in at present, don't leave the job. But if you somewhere feel that whatever job that I'm working, I am happy, but I want to be more happy, then there is where you can think of gradually quitting your job, but not suddenly, gradually. I'll give you my example. Being a graphic designer, I was working good, I was getting good, I was happy with the salary. But the amount is the burning from Monday to Friday. The burning was so strong, I have to work continuously in front of the computer all the time that I felt I don't want to die in front of the computer one day. I want to live my life. Otherwise, what happens is from Monday to Friday, I am busy, and Saturday and Sunday, I'm just sleeping. Money is paid well, but the quality of life was lost. Then I realized when I did my yoga certification and I felt like I want to become a yoga teacher, I feel nice about myself, I have that space for myself. Then I told my boss that can I get 1 year of sabbatical? He said, why you need that 1 year? The problem is I am entering into a new profession. I don't know whether I will progress or I will have any problem in my life. So I told him, I will teach one of your employees all the skills that I have for 1-2 months, but I then need 1 year of sabbatical. And if nothing works out, please take me back. I don't know because it's a new profession. So I had a very good relation with my boss, and I told him that I'm trying it, and if nothing works, I'll come back to you. So please consider. Said, Ritesh, are you sure? I said, hey, I am sure. I want to leave it. And I left my graphic designing job, having a good relation with my owner, saying that in case if yoga doesn't work, please bring. I didn't knew whether yoga will actually help me or not. But gradually and slowly, 3 months, and I was earning roughly 40 to 50% was what I am getting in my graphic designing job. I was very happy. And the best thing about what it is like 3 to 4 hours of work, and then you're free for your own self. You can practice, you can do what you like. I love cycling, I do cycling, I love paragliding. Every weekend I used to paraglide. So for me, power kiting, everything that I loved, now I am doing it. Evenings when I finish my class, I go to beach. I and Achyutan sometimes do power kiting and stuff like that. And we love it. So no doubt, you need to really have your passion about what you like and what you really wanted. And yoga can give you that space. So I don't find any other job. You do over 3 and 4 hours, you are being paid hourly, a good amount. In Mumbai, you are being paid a good amount, and you're enjoying your life. So if you think of quitting your job, you need to really have a reasoning for that. Is it really you will be paid for that? Does it make sense? What happened? The fans are working. This is not working. Wow, it started. So how many of you are thinking of actually becoming a yoga teacher? It's for the self-practice. What is it? Yoga teacher. Self-practice. Yoga teacher. Anyone who is like feeling like I'm in a job but I feel like, leaving it or something like that? How is that? Thinking of? Okay, that's. But how many of you find a very difficult challenge of leaving a well organized job, and then you are thinking of getting into the field of yoga? It's not that easy. It's not that easy because your family, your parents have invested a good amount of money on the background and foundation, and now surprisingly you say that I want to become a yoga teacher. In India, initial stage, in the olden days, yoga teachers were only less educated. They didn't have a background in English and stuff. Now the scenario is different. Earlier, okay, the person is that my child is not good in studies. Okay, let him do yoga. It was like this. But now things have really changed a lot. Things have really changed a lot. Okay, so you really need to think whether you want to quit your job or not. And in case you are planning to quit, just have some common sense. If you are getting well paid, don't leave it. Till the time you don't feel like it's a passion, you really enjoy teaching, you enjoy connecting to people, you enjoy traveling. Till the time, don't think of quitting your job. Yeah, it will be a blunder mistake if you do that. But think about it. Let there be a balance. Might be mornings you teach 1 or 2 yoga sessions, do your job, and evenings might be one, and gradually and slowly your job is also there. You teach morning 1 or 2 hours. Even if today you're thinking of continuing your job, at least teach 1 hour in the morning. What will that happen that you have done your 200 hours? At least everything will be coming back when you're teaching. Right? Just 1 class in the morning, if you can. That will help you to be connected with yoga. Because otherwise, once you go back, you're busy in your own world, you lost everything. You lost everything, right? That's the reason. Quitting job, you need to be really very careful. What else? Payment in yoga. Initial stage, when you start, as I told you, uh, a newcomer, when I start yoga in my place, I might be paid very less. So now you have to decide which place or which location you want to teach. Suppose I am living in the suburbs, very much away from the city. Over there, if I start my yoga class, I will be paid peanuts. Yes, I'll be paid peanuts. But if I go to a place where rich people stay, where you have offices and other stuff, and you go over there and advertise, you are paid well, you are respected. You got it? So for me, I have to travel 1 hour from my place to the city to earn that good money. If with same knowledge and qualification I teach in my location where I stay, at my place it is not that. People are labor class. That means they travel all the way from 1 hour, go to the city, do their job, and once again they travel 1 hour back to the place where I stay. So people don't have that much of money. They are busy with the train traveling for 1 hour, and the local trains of Mumbai are quite crowded, right? So it is very difficult for them. That's the reason wherever you teach, see that are you being paid well. And let me tell you, yoga pays very well. The only thing is, are you upgrading yourself? Are you at par with the other yoga teachers? Are you the same person who is teaching all the time one style and least bothered about upgrading yourself? Then you're not being paid. You have to know different styles. Because I'll tell you one, when I did my post-graduation from Kevaladham, Kevaladham is a yoga institute that teaches Hatha Yoga, nothing else. And for many years, I was just teaching Hatha Yoga. And a stage came that I felt bored of just teaching Hatha Yoga all the time. Then came Power Yoga. I learned Power Yoga. I learned Vinyasa. I learned Pilates. I learned Pilates on the ball, yoga on the ball, the foam rollers and stuff. Now, I have lots of styles to play around with yoga, and people keep calling me because I'm working with someone who's a tennis player, I'm working with someone who's a golf player, and all are benefiting because I'm working Pilates with core work and stuff. People really enjoy my class, and they look forward because one day I'm doing a core work, one day I'm doing this work, one day I'm doing a cardio work. They love it because one teacher giving all the variations. And that's the reason you would always be called, because you are a person or a teacher who is giving variety of styles. Does it make sense? Why all of you have come here? There are many yoga schools that are giving, but here you get Vinyasa, Ashtanga, aerial yoga, and a lot of things. You would have compared with many schools, and when you realize this school is giving a variations of styles, Vinyasa, Ashtanga, Hatha, what else? Aerial, right? That makes a huge difference, right? Hatha, that's the reason. Anyhow, payment in yoga is really good. You just need to work on that. Okay. Okay. Yes, sorry? Yeah. Okay, if failed, then what? So this is always a insecurity, that being a yoga teacher, if I fail, then what? That's the reason you should have a buffer. Always keep a buffer, a space with you in case you fail. You have an option. You don't directly jump into the yoga field and you realize I was better earning there. So just be aware of that. There can be a failure, and I've seen many people failing it. Okay. What else? Earn less and enjoy more. So now when you come into the field of yoga, when you start following the yamas and niyamas, there is a stage where it comes, you are happy and you are contented in your life. What is that word? Contentment? Santosha. Santosha, right? Santosha is for contentment. There's one of the yamas and niyamas. Happiness. When you are coming into that state, you actually don't require a lot of money. But what you require, your peace of mind, and you get good time for your own self to devote. And that's the best part about yoga is, a stage comes, your mind is so calm, you don't really think to buy costly things, or I want to show off someone that I have a better car than yours. That doesn't come into your mind. And that is where you earn less, but you enjoy more because you're happy with what you have. That mind state automatically changes. You don't do it. But when you keep practicing yoga, learning, practicing, a stage comes, automatically your mind changes. You feel like this is not for me. That is not for me. I'm happy with what I have. So what happens? You earn less, but you enjoy more your life. So that's the best part about being a yoga teacher. Okay, let's get back. How to start your own yoga studio. Simply, you really need to think, do I need to start a yoga studio? Because opening a yoga studio is a responsibility. If you own a yoga studio, that means 8 hours throughout the whole day. Either you are going to teach, or either you will hire someone to teach. And if you are going to teach, that means 8 hours or might be 7 hours, you are blocked in your studio. You are not going to leave. That means the same as the job. Now imagine you are appointing someone or hiring someone. You have to pay a salary. That means once again it is a stress. If you are getting good clientele, it's a boon. But it depends. It depends. The peace of mind that I believe since so many years is lost when you have your own yoga studio. Because every time you will think about the rent, the electricity, and a lot of stuff. If you want to really be in peace of mind, my suggestion, avoid this. But if you feel like continuing, you are free. But I've seen teachers opening their class and they are stressed. You know, this month I had only 8 students. I don't know how can I pay my rents. This is happening. This is happening. And that's the reason they find it very difficult. So they might start with the whole fun and fair, but eventually and gradually it slows down. It can be the opposite, say opposite wise also, that they are earning better. But earning better means more responsibility, more work. Yeah. So you need to be just very careful about starting with now sources of income, from where I can earn as a yoga teacher. What are the different places? Private sessions. Private sessions gives you good money and gives you good result. If I'm having a person with a pain, I go there, I sit with him, I consult with him, I talk to him, and I start sequencing my asanas for simple as back pain. Now I sequence for 1 week and I ask, how is your back pain? She would say, oh, not good or very good. You will realize that I need to change my sequence. So in that case, with private sessions, you will learn a lot as a yoga teacher. Because if you are making a mistake, the student will say, you know what, you gave me this asana, the Naukasana, but I felt a lot of pain in my back, and that pain, you realize that is what I made a mistake actually. So for you as a yoga teacher, it's a learning experience when you teach your private client. But in a group, there is a drawback. Why? Because a lot of people are doing the same sequence. We don't realize what a person problem is going on. So private sessions are very good for yoga therapy point of view. And as a yoga teacher, you will learn a lot. So when you go back, I believe it's good to teach your family, friends, anyone. This will add, that's called a private session. Amazing, good response, you are paid well. Then group sessions, as we all know, group 15, 20. Even in the group sessions also, you earn well, but the connectivity with the students are very less. Like people will come, 10 people, they practice and they go, the connection is not there. But in private sessions, people know you, people call you, hey sir, where are you? It has been a long time, we haven't seen you. In group session, that doesn't happen. People just drop in and go, so there is no connection. You will not learn except that you are managing a crowd, that energy is different. If I am managing a crowd of 50 people who are doing vinyasa, I feel, oh, wow, I'm doing something good. But only that. Learning experience is not there, and you will be just doing mechanical, respiratory, cardio work. You have done a good cardio work. The student will come and say, I felt very nice, I really drenched and stuff like this. But more than that, there's nothing you're going to learn. You're nothing. That's the reason I will highly recommend private session. Although group sessions gives you more money, but the learning is really very less, because everyone who comes with a group session is coming for fitness level of yoga. Okay. Now, let's go with what? Workshops. Now, other than that, as a yoga teacher, what you can do, you can conduct workshops. You can say, I'm conducting a workshop on Ashtanga, starting with Ujjayi breathing, how Ujjayi breathing is done, or you can start with a workshop on pranayam. You can workshop on mudras, that, okay, this 1 week workshop is focusing only on various type of mudras, or the breath work, or the asana, anything, or yoga nidra, even the yoga nidra, or meditation. These short workshops are amazing. In short duration of time, you get good money. Workshops are very good selling point. So this is what you can do with workshops. Like I remember I conducted a workshop on vinyasa. I had roughly 20 students in 1 week, job done, and it was well paid, and at the same time, it was a learning experience for me also. So workshops are great. What else? Teacher trainings. Teach. That is what I am doing. I'm teaching. In a teacher training, you let your biodata go to different schools and say that I have done 200 hours. I would like to assist as a teacher to your original teacher or the main teacher. Even in Kashish Yoga, after doing a 200, you feel like you want to assist a teacher or something, you can go here, go to any school in Rishikesh, put forward your resume, like I did in Bali. I didn't do the school. I just put my resume and some of my YouTube channels. And then the school called me, and now they are calling me again and again for the 200 hours of Bikram Chaudhary style. Got it? So this is what you need to do. Once you feel like I am having a good knowledge, create something and share with people. Yeah. So teacher trainings are great to learn, because what I'm doing when I'm teaching, I'm learning a lot of things. I'm learning a lot of things with that. So that's the reason teacher trainings and teaching in the teacher training courses are amazing work. You just need to send your biodata to the school. Okay. What else? Retreats. You go, if you go to a website known as what is that website name? One is Book My Retreat, but not Book My Retreat. Yoga Trade. Yoga. Have you heard about yogatrade.com? Anyone? No one? Surprise. Okay. Now, Yoga Trade, write it down. Very important. Yogatrade.com. Yoga, Trade, trade. Yogatrade.com is a website where you take a membership and there are various facilities. Like some retreats will say, you come at my place, I will give you morning breakfast, you have to the morning and evening class, stay and accommodation. So they will not pay you. It's a barter system. So you can go to Bali and some other places, get a barter system of they will provide you 3-time food, someone will provide you 1-time food, but stay and accommodation is given to you and you can enjoy a Bali and come back. In that cases, even in your country like Spain, Italy, there are many yoga teachers training courses that needs assistant teachers as a volunteer. You can be a member over there and you trade. Yogatrade.com is the website. You can check anytime that you want. It's a website that gives you a lot of opportunities. Okay? That is what I know. There are many. Yoga Trade. YOGATRADE. Trade.com. Okay? You will get a lot of opportunities. Anytime you go, you get from Bali, Indonesia, Vietnam, Chiang Mai, many places. You just see what feels good to you. Just send them a letter. They might provide you a visa, they might not, or might be a work visa. Many places, right? Even in India, even in Sri Lanka. Recently I saw in Sri Lanka, right? So you just go there and see what resonates with you, and there you get retreats. Got it? Yogatrade.com, very good website. You can go with that. What else? Hotels. You also get like, you can have offers in, you can go to a particular hotel, residential hotel, and you say that I'm a yoga teacher. If your client who are coming to stay needs yoga sessions, please let me know. We can work about the percentage part of it. Like it is normally 60-40. You got it? So something like 60, the teacher takes 40, the hotel takes, something like this. So there are many places in hotels you can go, put your resume forward and tell them that yes, I'm a yoga teacher and I have been so many years of teaching. These are my videos and stuff and these are my testimonials. Give it to the HR or anyone over there. You might get a chance to teach over there and good possibility. That's also one of the ways of improving. Now you really need to think in your place what I can do better for myself. Okay, YouTube. YouTube also pays you. So I have a YouTube channel, that's the reason I made it red. So my YouTube channel pays me good because I keep uploading a video once in every week on asanas, on anatomy, on everything, on breathing and meditation. So when I upload that videos, I get a good amount of money from YouTube also, and that's also one of the ways. So if we have started the journey now, I started just 6 years back. Right? And if we have started the journey now, I will highly recommend you to write something, say something in front of the camera and upload it. YouTube also pays you well. But don't think as because I'm getting paid, I'm going on YouTube. Just go on YouTube so that you can enhance your knowledge. You can write the draft, you can be in front of the camera, smile and start acting. Got it? And I'll tell you, it is one of the hardest job to be in front of the camera and smile. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. Might be for some who are habitual, otherwise it's not an easy job to be in front of the camera and smile and talk to the camera. It took me 3 months to actually be comfortable. Got it? So YouTube also pays very well. The only thing is you should be passionate about being in front of the camera and smiling. Yes, please.
Did you pay because of the number of viewers, right?
Yes, numbers of views. You get, yeah. And yes, what you said?
It's free to.
It's free. YouTube is very free. Nothing to be paid.
And how much they pay when they start paying you?
It depends. It starts from 1,000, 2,000, 10, 15.
How many views?
It depends. It depends because it also comes not on views, but if someone is clicking the ad that is going down and he clicks the ad and goes to that website, you are paid well. Apart from the views, if I uploaded one, there was 2 views, but the 2 guys went to that ad, clicked on it and went further and started buying something, you get the percentage from there also. So it is.
Choose the ad. Can you choose the ad?
Yeah, you can choose whether you want the ad or whether you want to monetize your video or you don't want to monetize your video. That means tomorrow if I don't want the ads to come onto my video, I will just say no monetization. I unclick the monetization. The ad will come, but the video will come, but there is no ads. If I want to monetize my video, I monetize it, I check mark it. So my videos will come with ads.
Okay, but can you choose the ad?
No, you cannot. You cannot choose the ads. You cannot choose the ads. That's the problem. Because anytime you're talking about something and something else comes in. Anyhow, you got an idea? So YouTube is also, please, yes. You type Ritesh Patel Yoga or type Ritesh Patel Yoga, you will get it. Ritesh, Ritesh, okay, Patel, Patel, space yoga. So that's my name, Ritesh Patel, Yoga. My 300 guys knows. Don't forget to subscribe. Wow, what a good way to market my YouTube channel. Lot of people are subscribing me. Oh God.
You see why your wife should make a channel on YouTube with the meditation?
Now I'll tell you seriously, as a yoga teacher, you will enjoy, because see what is happening is, when you have to make a video, you cannot just sit like this and start. You have to first write down what points I have to talk about. On the asana point of view, if I'm stretching, what are muscles that are contracting and stretching. So it will take a good amount to first make an article, a draft, and then you will be in the front of the camera and smile and this and that. It is not easy job. But by one of my videos, I have to smile, I'm inserting, and I'm sneezing and stuff. I'm like, no, this is delete, this is, no. Once again, okay. So to do that Sutra Niti, it took me roughly 1 hour, like, and it's like, I'm sneezing and all the mucus is coming on the camera. Like, oh my God, I have to clean it down. So it is not an easy job. But let me tell you, in that process, you learn a lot. You learn a lot, and it's fun. It's like you feel like you're an actor. And I believe, that's also very true. The days you are happy, your video comes out best. The days you are unhappy, the camera shows your face. That, nay, today is not happy. Like if I had something with my wife, a little bit of, shout out, and then like, oh my God, I am not that natural guy. Something is not happening properly. That affects you. That affects. But I'll tell you one thing, as a yoga teacher, start preparing your short videos, or might be Instagram or something. It will, now I'll tell you what. Any school who hires me and they say, can you share your video? Take the whole YouTube channel. Watch whatever video you want. So that is a selling point for me. Many schools hire me because of my YouTube channel, because they see that content and see that, oh yeah, the yoga teacher knows pranayam, okay, meditation, oh, good about anatomy, oh, philosophy, then I can hire for any subject that I want. Does it make sense? That's because that is as a teacher, we don't have any marketing except our videos. And that's the best place. And when you start getting comments, oh, amazing video, I benefited with your this and that and stuff and everything. It makes a huge difference. And that's the reason YouTube, think about it, it's amazing. Does it make sense, everyone?
Yeah.
Let's go further. And go with it, even if you're not, don't think about starting a YouTube channel because you'll be paid well. No, don't think that. If you think, you will be disappointed. Just do it because you enjoy doing it, because you enjoy being in front of the camera, and share with your family, friends, Facebook. There are many communities on Facebook. You can share there, and there are thousands and thousands of followers on Facebook. Share it in the group over there. You will get a good opportunity, and people, you never know from where you get a call. From where you get a call, you never know, and that would be a life-changing. That would be a life-changing, right? Anyhow, that is what with YouTube is success, with all the other ways that you wanted, right? There are many ways to earn. There are many ways to earn. Okay. Private class, I talked about it. We went deeper into it. Okay. Highest hourly paid per session or not. You know what? Per session and per month. What do you feel? Should I charge for per session or should I charge for per month?
Depends on what the person wants.
Depends. What is that dependency?
Maybe one person just wants 2 sessions, or maybe he wants to stay with you for a few months. So you can start by paying by
If you
per
want to have
session.
it for like 2 days a week, you can make an amount of money. But if you only go random, you have to have your price
Okay.
for random.
Let me add it here. If you are a freelancer teacher and you get an opportunity to travel, and if you are teaching monthly, the problem comes with monthly sometimes that if you are not a traveling teacher, then you take it monthly, then you are bound to be in that month. You have to be in that month. But if you take a per session wise, first, per session pays you better than a monthly session because your client will bargain with you for a monthly session. Oh, I'm taking so many sessions, you should reduce it, right? But if you're taking per hour, the benefit is you can always tell your client, the next week I'm not there. Job done. You just send the list of how much dates you had. You are free. Like I came here, I told my students, I'm not there for a month. You want to hire a teacher? And then no problem. I am free. So when you teach per hourly, you have that freedom to travel wherever you want. But when you teach monthly, definitely you have to be streamlined that only after this month I will travel. That is one thing that you need to be careful of. So I believe per session is always good, you're free and you are not stressed about anything else. Okay. What else? Taxing. So when you are traveling with private class and traveling from one class to the other, location changes, it's a lot of taxing in traveling. While if you have a studio and stuff, the benefit is you don't have to travel the whole day, 3-4 hours you're teaching and job done. So some places there are benefits and not so. Okay. Set personal boundaries. Definitely when you are teaching a private class, it's very private. Sometimes it's you and the student only. And there is a possibility that you really need to set boundaries, how many far away I am from the student, because in private sessions, the problem does come in, because it's only you and the student is suppose taking a class in his or her bedroom. Sometimes that is a little bit of a dicey situation. You should be aware about these things. So that's the reason you need to set personal boundaries. Okay, what is therapy recommended? As I told you, private classes, go for yoga therapy. Yeah. This is group classes, I talked about it, mostly paid monthly. All the group classes are paid monthly. Yeah. What else? Not per student wise. Freedom lost, I told you, because then you can't travel and stuff. You enjoy teaching. Why enjoy teaching? Because you have a whole crowd that you're trying to command in. So the energy levels are very different when you teach a crowd and you teach a single person. In a crowd you might enjoy, but the learning would be less, because you will not watch, you will just watch. You will just watch, you will not might watch. In here, in single private class, you are focusing on one student. Right? What are the workshops that you can think of? I talk about Pilates, prenatal, Vinyasa, Pranayama, meditation, Yin Yoga, breath work. There are many workshops that it's a wide variety. If you get a person who has heart issues, you can say, I'm taking a breath work. Like I was with Jaslok Hospital in Mumbai for 2 years. What they were doing is, they were providing me those patients who went through cardiac issues. So after the operation, they were given to me and I was going with the pranayama, meditation and breathing and very gentle hatha yoga asanas. So in that way, you really need to think, what are you aiming for? What are you aiming for? Whether you want to go for any of these. Yeah. Okay, these are basically school getting registered with 200 hours, 3 school registration, all these stuff. Okay, run your own or be hired, whatever that you like. Okay, retreats, I talk about it, so resort and spa, intensive yoga retreats that you want, yoga adventure retreats. There are many different types of retreat. Yoga adventure means I'm going for kayaking and mornings and evenings would be yoga. Something like this, something mixture and match. I'm a cyclist, I will say, I will do morning yoga, then I will, or might be I will cycle and we'll go to a mountain and we'll do a yoga and we'll come back and evening we'll do something else. So all these different type of retreats that you can think of that you enjoy doing it, okay. Detox yoga that Kashish yoga is doing, detox yoga, de-stress yoga. Why not? Got it? And these are all. Now, therapy what? You can focus on yoga for back pain. So I, as a yoga teacher, I am focusing only on back pain, nothing else. My speciality is back pain, shoulder pain, cyclists, runners, prenatal, yoga for men, right? Bear yoga, goat yoga, rabbit, whatever that you want. All these styles that you like, you decide, okay? That is bear yoga, that is goat yoga, and that is rabbit yoga with a spelling mistake, B. You got it? See, remember, just have that out of the box thinking. You never know. You don't believe my student who was learning Hatha yoga from me, he told me, sir, yesterday I went for bear yoga. I said, what? Well, yes. And he said, what? Sir, once in a week, it is lovely. We really enjoyed having beer and practicing yoga. And he's doing yoga with me, no doubt. But he enjoys that one-time beer yoga. You never know. There are many people, as I told you, there are many drunkards who never did yoga, come to yoga, have beer and do yoga. Nothing wrong in it. Think positive, right? So anyhow, this is what the stuff is, right? Then you can sell, blocks. So there are many teachers who have their website and they coordinate with any of these sellers of yoga mat. They will have their percentage and then they will sell yoga mats. So there are a lot of things like that happening. You can sell yoga mats, block. There are many people who manufacture it and then they give it to schools to sell off. So that's also happening, not a problem. Okay, now let's talk about promoting yourself. We did all those things. Now how to promote as a yoga teacher, how to go ahead with that, okay. So first is, marketing is an ongoing process. That means every time keep marketing yourself. Don't just say that, oh, I have got my students, done with it. No, keep marketing yourself. Every time social media, let friends know that you're a teacher, keep marketing. So marketing is always an ongoing process, don't stop, because you will never know where the best opportunity comes in for you. So for that reason, people should know in your vicinity, in your location, that hey, he's a yoga teacher, he's a very good yoga teacher. We know him, right? So there is where someone says, you know, I have an issue, why don't you come? And from there, you never know, your link goes to some big company, and that would be a wonderful opportunity. So marketing is an ongoing promotion is an ongoing process. What else? Use social media. 100% use social media. Even if you're not a person, please use social media. Facebook, you share your some of the asanas with Veerabhadrasana on the post. Do whatever that you can. Let people know that you are a yoga teacher. Okay, but don't go with the weirdo poses and then you crack your neck. Okay, fine. Do something that is simple and gentle and it is comfortable for you, right? So using a social media platform is amazing. Most of my clientele that I get is from my social media platform and from my channel. Okay, what else? Your biography. Now, as a yoga teacher, you need to put something about yourself as to who is Ritesh. Okay, Ritesh was this and then he went into this and now he really enjoys this, he's an outdoor enthusiast and blah, blah, blah. All these things you have to put about yourself also, because if you go to someone with your detail, you have to tell something about yourself. Like why did you enter into yoga, what was the reason behind it, and what is your character, what is your personality. A biography of yours will help the other school or someone to know what type of a person you are. Does it make sense? And that's the reason you have to add something. You have to let the other person know who is Joy, who is this person, what it is. So give some idea about your hobbies, about your reading, what is your background in education. Give something. When I write, I was a graphic designer, I love music, I do this and stuff. That makes, I'm a cyclist, I do this, I ran marathons and all stuff. It makes value. Your hobbies, in the yoga field, the hobby makes important as a value. So do add make your biography, your story about who you are. What else? Make your biodata. Like you have done a 200, make a resume. Right? Resume. Make it, because if I have to present to someone, I have to tell that, okay, I have done so many hours of teacher training courses, I have taught these places, I have taught that studio, I have taught this one, that one. You have to add up there. So that's the reason you have to have a biodata if you want to sell yourself. If you're going on a yoga trade website, they will ask you, please send us your resume. Right? Please send us it, because otherwise, how would you sell yourself? Not possible. Right? So biodata becomes a very important point for marketing yourself, promoting yourself. What else? Keynote presentation. You need to put something. Sometimes what happens, you go for corporate yoga, you go for official yoga, the chair, what we call that, office yoga. In office yoga, you need to have some keynote presentations to let people know, as a Ritesh, who are you, what you're doing, and what we are doing today in office yoga. So keynote presentation plays a keynote or PowerPoint, whatever.
Is that like a video or a text?
No text, it's just a slide, like how you're seeing this slide that I have made. It's like PowerPoint. It's like PowerPoint. We in Mac guy says keynote. Okay, so keynote presentation, put something so that you can tell the office goers that, okay, today we are doing this. When you do this, this muscle is stretching, let it come there. So it is good way for people to know what you're teaching. Okay, keynote presentation. Your videos, make some videos of yours while you're doing asanas, while you're explaining something. Let the other person know, as a yoga teacher, how comfortable you are in teaching the group. So some of your videos, you shoot it and upload it so that people know that, okay, this person is teaching in this manner or that manner. So your videos plays a very important role. I told you, YouTube channel, one of the best way to market yourself, no doubt about it. One of the best way to market yourself is YouTube channel videos. And share those videos with schools, teachers trainings. Just, you never know, if you share with 50 people, you will get 3-4 inquiries, 100%. That's the reason you need to have. It's a good way to promote yourself. Okay. Join yoga community. As I told you, there are many Facebook yoga communities. Please join over there. You get a lot of inquiries. People want to hire for private classes. People want to hire you for 15 days, 20 days. There are more than 1,000 communities. Ashtanga community, Shivananda community, Hatha yoga community, Iyengar yoga community. You talk about it, and there are lots of communities. Just go and join any of those, and you can share your ideas. People are asking something or the other. They want job. Lots of things are there. So join yoga community. That will be the best thing. And distributing flyers in newspapers. So if you're in your area and you want to promote yourself, I don't know whether in India it happens, but I don't know about in your countries that can you go to a newspaper guy and say, can you put my flyer inside? Is that possible in your country? No. Okay, in India it does.
You can pay for be promoted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I leave them in cafes.
Acha, okay, okay.
Put them in hotels or
Okay, something like that.
places,
Yes.
yeah.
Initial stage, you have to do that hard work of printing your flyer and giving it to hotels or places where you can. Initial stage is the hard work. Might be 2-3 months, you might have that hard work. But once you have made a foundation, then you never need to do that hard work. Never. So yes, this is what I had done in my days. I'm talking about 23 years back when I actually sat with a newspaper guy and I was inserting those flyers in. I like, let me sit. Because they will, what they will do, they will insert 2 to 3 flyers. So I was very clear that I'll put one flyer. And from that day onwards till today, I never ever thought of inserting a flyer because I got good base, good foundation. And you get paid well in those areas. So this is what you need to focus on. Market yourself. When you are thinking of getting into this profession, you have to market yourself. Let your friends and family know that you're doing it. Does it make sense? Yeah? Thank you very much. Any questions? Any questions? Do you feel something on marketing point of view to question? You are stuck somewhere. You are feeling to do it, but you have some questions. Anything?
Everything seems right, but how do you, because today there are not hundreds, but thousands and thousands people who are presenting that. So how do you pop up?
In your place, you mean to say?
Yeah.
See, what happens is, even in my place where I live, I'm not the only yoga teacher. There are many yoga teachers, but when you have a knowledge, an authentic knowledge, the way you approach, the way you teach, all makes different from another yoga teacher. You might teach one person, you give your 100% to that person. Automatically, that person, when he benefits from you, he will say, you know, she's really good.